What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Now for today's video, I wanted to talk about an interview Scarlett Johansson did where she brought up some details on the next Jurassic Park movie. This is a film that has been kept pretty secret behind the scenes, and we honestly don't know much about the plot or even what dinosaurs are going to be in it. However, she has something pretty interesting to say about the state of the story itself with, quote, "The script is so incredible. David Koepp wrote it. He returned after like 30 years to write the script. He's so passionate about it, which is so awesome." Now, this isn't the first time we've heard someone saying the new movie's script is really good. With just a few videos back, Glenn Powell himself saying that the movie is going to be great and that the script is incredible as well, even though he himself turned down a role for the movie. So there's a lot of stuff that I think we need to be going over here in this interview, and also the state of Jurassic Park 7/Jurassic World 4 in general, because they are really trying to put it out there like, we're telling you guys, we promise. Specifically, they're honing in on the writing of the movie. So what does this all mean? Are they listening to critiques of the franchise? And is this an honest attempt to bring Jurassic Park back to its former glory? Now, before we go any further, I wanted to comment on Scarlett's quote about David Koepp not only having written a great script, but also that he's so passionate about writing it. Some of you may remember in the video I did on what happened to the Jurassic World trilogy, where I brought up the fact that David Koepp was actually brought on at the last minute to help Jurassic World Dominion in order to try and save that movie, alongside about 7 other writers, by the way. I'm not joking. That really did happen. And in fact, there was an entire movie made to make fun of the production behind the scenes for Jurassic World Dominion that basically was poking fun at the fact that it was kind of terrible. Now, from what we've learned, this new movie has been in development for a while. So I'm guessing David Koepp jumped like right onto Jurassic Park 7 as soon as he could, because keep in mind, guys, this is the writer that actually wrote both the original Jurassic Park and the Lost World Jurassic Park screenplays back in the 90s. So I can imagine he probably wants this new film to be as good as it possibly can be if we take Scarlett's quotations into the equation. You know, speaking of which, I actually rewatched the Lost World Jurassic Park a couple of nights ago with my girlfriend, and she hadn't seen that movie since it came out, and even she said, "Wow, I'm kind of surprised how good it is." Obviously, there's no excuse for the gymnastics scene. That's silly and over the top, but David Koepp even complained to Spielberg about that when they were writing the movie. He was like, "Steven, I can't write this," and Spielberg just did it anyways. God bless him, but when it comes to Jurassic Park, like, she walked away from that and she was like, you know what, that was actually something way better. And she herself said that she thinks she likes it more than the first Jurassic Park. Keep in mind, there's a lot of stuff going around basically kicking all the sequels like really, really bad. I don't think normal people feel that way about Jurassic Park. I think the newer films have really tainted, like, and stained the reputation of the brand. Now, Scarlett Johansson went on to say that she's an enormous Jurassic Park fan and that it's one of the first films she remembers seeing in the theater. She remembers seeing it so vividly, and that it was life-changing and mind-blowing, and once again, that she's extremely excited. She also went on to mention that she's been trying to get into this franchise in any way possible for over 10 years, and that she would even be fine with dying in the first 5 minutes, which I thought was pretty funny. Now look, let's not pretend here that this movie doesn't need to be good. Jurassic World was a huge monster of a movie back in 2015, but both Fallen Kingdom and Dominion were not received anywhere near as well. I actually really liked Fallen Kingdom when it first came out, but even I haven't seen that movie or Jurassic World Dominion or even the first Jurassic World since 2022, after I was massively disappointed in what direction they took the last movie in. It really looks like the first 2 Jurassic Parks are the ones that are actually way less guilty of a lot of the stuff that has happened later on. So anyway, with Scarlett being this excited and David Koepp being so dedicated to making the story right, and let's not forget that the studio is frantically trying to get the movie out as soon as possible, which is a problem, this really does look like they're trying to not only make this movie as fast as they can, but make a really good one at that, which is both concerning and, I guess, comforting in a weird way at the same time. This is a weird one, guys. We really don't know what to expect just yet. Oh, and one more thing I want to talk about is just the fact that the overall story for this film seems to at least partially be set on an island. No clue as to which island that happens to be, or even if we've seen it before in the past, but with the Jurassic World trilogy ending the way it did, I know a lot of people are kind of shocked they would even go back to an island. And here's the really big thing. Why is an island so important when dinosaurs are literally all over the place? So does this mean that the dinosaurs aren't still all over the world? Have they been relocated to the Biosyn Valley? What about the Isla Sorna Island, or even the sanctuary that Lockwood believed he was going to take all the dinosaurs to in the 5th film? My best guess is that dinosaurs are actually still all over the place. I don't even know how you backtrack from that, but I think this movie may tie into some of the older material from past Jurassic Parks that David Koepp wrote, or just start something completely new, and he'll add in like the more Jurassic stuff that he used to do all the time, like a base of operations on the island for research, with the animals being so widely spread out, but like that's the base of operations where they, figure out what they're going to do going forward to contain the breakout. David Koepp seems to really want to nail the story and bring Jurassic Park back to its former greatness, so there is a lot of stuff to talk about here. Make no mistake, I really do think that the more they talk about the writing and the publications and press releases and interviews for the film, what they're basically saying, if you read between the lines, is we know that the writing has not been good and we're trying to clean that up. I think David Koepp and Scarlett Johansson and Gareth Edwards really do love Jurassic Park. Now, will this movie be great? I mean, we gotta wait and see. Like, I don't honestly know. I'm trying to be as optimistic but also cautious as I possibly can be. I do have a feeling that this is going to be the best one since The Lost World, and it will probably look more like a darker Jurassic Park 3, less silly, but again, we're gonna have to wait and see. It's just been so long that we've gotten any real excitement for this brand, especially after bringing back the original trio in Jurassic Park 6 and that going down the way it did. I think this is a good sign. I think this is the company really looking at what's happened before and saying, yeah, we know we screwed up, but trust us, we've got the original writer back. We're trying really hard. Now, I am still worried about them rushing this thing out. They're filming right now. Jurassic Park 7 is going to be coming out July next year. We have like a year left until this thing comes out. With that being said, guys, let me know what all of you think in the comments down below. Do you honestly think that this is going to be a movie that kind of brings Jurassic Park back in the same way that Rick Joff and Amanda Silver did to Planet of the Apes? Or do you think that this is going to be yet another film that kind of just makes it out to be a run-of-the-mill cash grab sort of a thing? Whatever your own thoughts and opinions happen to be on this new information, I'd love to hear all about them in the comments down below. Now, before I go, I want to thank everyone that's helped me build my channel over the years. I'd also like to thank every one of you guys who've watched my stuff. You've all been extremely cool to me. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like and hope that you'll consider subscribing. God bless you all. Christ is King. See you guys in the next video, and as always, take it easy.